Hi, I'm Alice.
Hi, I'm Francesca.
Welcome to the Grab a Coffee podcast.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm very good.
Yeah?
Thank you.
How was work?
Fab.
No snow day today?
No, but it's like an ice rink. It would have been easier to walk around last week than it is today.
Yeah, because it was crunchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you could stick in it. But today it's all just like firm.
Now you have to glide over it.
Oh, we did a lot of gliding on the school run this morning.
Oh my gosh.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, nice, thanks. What did we do? Like lots of pottering,
Yeah, a jobs
at
weekend.
home. Elodie wanted to play with all the Christmas toys still.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was nice.
And you don't do as much when it's so cold.
No, I didn't want to go to the parks. It's still... No, I just didn't. She's just not old enough to be able to not be Bambi.
Yeah. And reason with when hands are too cold or what you need to wear.
When she's done, that's it. Yeah. So it was nice. We had a play date yesterday, so her friends came around, so that was nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just nice, cozy home weekend.
Yeah. My winter that I was talking about last time about just still staying slow and still being just calm, and that's okay. Oh, that sounds lovely.
It was lovely.
Oh, my weekend was fun. Just the same housey jobs, taking it slow. Daisy had a school thing, so we did actually go for a walk in the park. We didn't last that long, but it was just nice to actually get out and see the sun twinkling on the snow.
Kid, you can actually walk,
and I felt like we'd done something.
Swing.
Yeah. They like to, because they've got a little bit where they climb up in the trees, and then I felt like if they did go home and just sit on the sofa, I didn't feel too bad because I'd actually let them exercise. Yeah, it's like not walking dogs, isn't it? You've got to get them out.
Then let them sleep again. Yeah.
But today it's been such a relief to finally get back into class, because I was all geared up for it last week, and then it all got pushed on because of the snow. So it's been really nice to get back.
Oh, good. How are the groups?
Lovely. So Mondays is a parent and baby wellbeing course. It's quite a new one, so that wasn't around when you came. That is my fairly new course I started in September. I have put together my baby massage and my baby reflexology. Added in relaxations for mums, sensory songs, toys, bubbles, parachute. So added in lots of those things that you do get in the other courses, but much more trying to make this a joint experience, not just baby gets something out of it, which you do get the same in the other courses, that everybody still gets to meet each other and still gets that thing for mums. But this is very much like the very few gentle yoga stretches will be the lower back between the shoulder blades.
Designed for the mum.
Yeah, just because that's where I hear a lot, and I had they're your pregnancy twinges, aren't they? That's what gets the brunt of the downside of pregnancy.
When you're feeding, even breast or bottle, you're just
however you feed,
exactly.
The shoulders are up, you get that stiffness, or you find yourself hold your shoulders and think, what am I doing? Just relax. So bringing focus to mum.
I remember the midwife come in to see me in the first week and being literally like, you need to put your shoulders down.
I bet you were.
And I was like, oh God. Oh God. And then, but you're just clinging to him so tightly when you're so stressed, aren't you?
And if you're trying to breastfeed or you're trying to get into it and it's all tricky in the right position, and then the next thing you know, you've got this tight back that's
sat there
really
for
painful.
20 minutes. Yeah, horrible. Oh, that's so nice.
I know, so that was lovely. So 9 lovely babies on parent and baby wellbeing. So it's week 1, nice and calm. And then a baby yoga class before I came here. So that's a bit more lively. More yoga for mums too. So we've been in tree pose today.
Nice.
Engage those core muscles, improve the balance. It's a reintroduction to exercise after having your baby.
Yeah.
You should never be nervous of doing yoga anyway, because in a yoga class everyone should look different in the room, because you're doing what you need and want for your body.
Yeah.
And that's the same in baby yoga. You can just... There's a particular pose that is my stiffest pose. It's my worst pose. And you're on the floor.
Everyone, if you're not on the video, you should be watching
going to do... bottom on the floor, soles of the feet together in front of you, and then you can hold onto the feet, nice long straight back, and then bringing yourself forward. So I've been in class, and some mums can like completely fold forwards, and some are halfway, and I can sort of like I'm on the sofa now. I actually might feel like I slip off if I do it now, but you can sort of get halfway, and you can feel that stretch in your lower back and your legs. And that's one that I've always really struggled with, but enjoy the stretch where my body will let it go to. And that's all you can expect.
I'm so inflexible. I'm so bad. So I did a bit of yoga on Saturday morning, actually. Or Sunday morning. I actually hate yoga. I'm a terrible PT. I know. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like,
is it too slow feeling?
Yeah, it's too slow. But I needed it because my lower back was just like in bits. I think I've been tensing walking on all the ice. And my glutes and my hips
walking differently.
Was so tight. And I could feel, I physically couldn't relax like in bed. I was like laid there, like trying to let all my muscles just stop being tight up. And I just couldn't. I was like, I'm going to have to do some yoga. And I did some. And on the video I did on YouTube, she was like, so just do whatever pose it was. I didn't even have my legs fully stretched out. She was like, and if you've got a lot of lower back pain, I'll try and demo now as well.
The table over.
I was holding it, and she was like, and then just lean, and if you can allow, like, reach to touch your toes. And I'm literally sat upright, touch my bloody toes. I could barely reach my shins. But it's better today, but it did help, obviously. Yoga always helps.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just a yoga person, or you're not.
Whenever I go to a class, I'll get back in the car and the whole lower back just feels... It's a really weird way to describe nothing. Like this open, emptiness. Fizzing, but not fizzing like pins and needles. Just like, okay, I'm not doing anything. I'm not sore, or I can always feel a pull from something. I think, I need to move my leg a certain way, or I need to turn that toe out a bit, and it changes something up in the back. We're just bringing that awareness to your body and how it's feeling and changing that. And in my classes, it starts off really small, giving that to mums, and then hopefully they'll go on and do more in-depth fitness with you, classes at a gym they might already go to, or go to actual grown-up yoga classes, which will give them a break from
yoga
baby
is
too.
Great. I always, and every year I'm like, I should do more yoga, more stretching. It doesn't excite me. Even though I feel good after.
Yeah.
I do know in my body, like when at the weekend I was like, I've got to do it.
Yeah.
So I just did it because I knew that I needed to, and it did help. I'll probably do some tonight, actually.
Yeah.
But, it's just not something that it's like running. I don't get excited about that either.
No.
I just can't.
I don't like running.
No, I don't like. I run for a bus.
Oh,
also, I can like
just get a taxi.
Like, in my mind, as long as I can run to catch my toddler who's running away from me, or I can run to not miss a train, that's all I need to be able to do. That's all I need. Why do I need to run like 23 miles?
No.
Why am I doing? When in my life am I going to be? If there's a scenario where I have to run 23 miles, just let the apocalypse take me.
You can't outrun that.
Exactly.
That took a dark turn.
Sorry. Oh, but do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I'm not a runner. Also, if I ran, I'd have to do a lot more yoga to stretch out my legs. So this is really interesting because obviously when I first brought Elodie to Zen Babies, I think so. You did baby massage, and then you started doing baby yoga because we did both classes. So this was like 3.5 years. Over 3 years
that was
ago.
Zen Babies' first year.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask, like, how did you decide to just start it 3 years ago? Because that was the end of lockdown, wasn't it?
It was. So I was all ready. So go right back pre-lockdown, which doesn't feel real anymore, does it? Like I say, it never existed. And I was a baby and preschool swimming teacher.
Yeah.
That came about very randomly, scrolling Facebook, saw an advert and thought, oh yeah, that sounds like me. Because at the time I was cleaning and ironing, because just before that I'd been made redundant from my online counselling job. But by then Daisy was 3. So I had a 3-year-old back then. So I remember looking around for jobs that I could realistically get with the money and looked into childcare and realised that I couldn't really afford to go to work.
Can't work. Cool. Thank you.
So that was 2014, so quite a long time ago now.
That's nuts that the situation for parents hasn't changed from 2014.
No, I mean, there's been the new things that have just come in, haven't they? But actually, I think when you look into it, people are still paying 5, 6, 7, 8 more a month for their childcare.
So we pay, like, Elodie just moved nurseries, but she's just eligible now for the 30 funded hours.
Oh, brilliant.
But we spread it across the year, so it's like 22 a week or 23 a week.
Right.
She's only in nursery 4 days. 2 days are short days, like 9 till 3, and we still pay £300 a month. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not.
And that's with that's with all your free stuff that the government are generously handing out to parents.
Yeah. It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah. So that wasn't an option for me at that time back then at all. So I thought, this that's why
they didn't have any funded hours when
I was never entitled to it because we didn't quite
But you have to work, don't you?
I worked, but my counselling was only a few hours a week.
You've got to earn a certain threshold, don't you?
Yeah.
But then it's like it's not worth it. Yeah. It's just
they give with one and take with the other. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So I jumped at the chance and I thought I want to be with people. That's what I love. That's what makes me tick. Can't you tell that I just love chatting and being with people? I'm definitely an out there, chat to me, be my friend type person, and just I like well, you can tell, and loved doing that. That just fizzled with the lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Even going back to it, everything was so different for so long that swim schools just didn't exist in those pools anymore. However, 2019, I'd already started the training for the baby massage, yoga and toddler yoga, some land-based activities, which I thought would be better for my hair and skin.
Land-based.
Yes, what do you wear to work? A swimming costume.
Swimming's awful for
hair.
Yeah,
so I was all like itchy in here.
The chlorine.
Yeah,
and I could. Were you dyeing your hair back then?
No, I could never have highlights because they always went a different colour.
Greeny yellow.
But I was getting greyer and greyer.
So I want my hair
dark hair wasn't looking good. Had my hair tied up and it just looked like a badger because of the grey stripes. God. I mean, it's there now.
It looks nice, but it tones with the blonde.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. It blondes in. It blondes in. Blonde it in. It just blends with the grey, so I can just purple shampoo it and do that. But no, it wasn't good. So that was a disadvantage of swimming. But otherwise, I really, really loved that job. And I was with parents and babies.
People, and
that's it. That's where it comes from.
Giving that gift of
exactly that precious time with your baby because it's so special.
Yeah.
And then lockdown kind of gave me the gift of time because everything had stopped for so long. I was able to properly finish all the qualifications without the other daily bustle. I mean, obviously I had the 3 kids at home. There's no mean feat. But
so at 3 kids to homeschool, but it's fine.
Well, Tristan was only 18 months old when we went into the first one, so he was fine.
So what ages did you have in lockdown?
So
in the big lockdown?
In year 4, so that means she was turning 9 that school. Yeah, she did. She turned 9 that April of the first lockdown. Minnie was in nursery. 3 or 4 she'll have been. Aww. And then Tristan was 18 months old.
So you went out to really school days.
So it was fine. Yeah, we just sat her in front of the computer a couple of times. I did stuff on Google Classroom, and we.
She's doing that fine, so obviously.
Oh, yeah, she's fine. She's achieving very highly in her high school.
Just how do you say so much?
Yeah. Very highly.
She is a high
Her Spanish teacher said she was phenomenal. No, and that was really lovely actually. Parents even she said the Spanish is phenomenal. I was
That's amazing.
Sod maths and English.
Phenomenal.
If you want something that you really love and that makes you tick, that's what you need to focus on.
That's what I was like with languages.
Yeah, just loved it. Yeah. So yeah, she's doing well, and
you have to go camping in Spain.
We went.
You went to France last year, didn't you?
We did, and then we went to that's a whole other podcast. Oh my gosh! No, I can't tell you now because it'll be an hour.
Oh no! Okay.
Everyone's just going to have to wait
week.
for that. That might have
Okay.
to be a special
A
of what I did.
special. What you did. Oh no, I'm telling
Have I not told you?
what you did? I don't know. Wait,
No, right, stop. Change the subject. You'd know if I told you. It's just too horrific.
No, I'd know. Okay. It's horrific. What? Oh my god. Okay. No, because we did that Instagram live while you were in France, weren't we? And you walked down that.
Oh, I couldn't talk about it by then. It was too traumatic.
Oh, no, you haven't told me.
I still wasn't talking.
When were you able? How long did it take for you to be able to talk about this?
Didn't even tell a friend that I text everything to.
Really?
For ages.
And you're going to tell everyone on the podcast?
Yeah. Let's do a holiday podcast in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, because me and Liam have been looking at holidays as well, so we'll do a holiday planning one
soon.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what I did, so you can all learn from my mistakes.
Okay. Anyway,
swiftly moving back.
Children were fine in lockdown.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
You were doing all your qualifications. Finished
my qualifications. Did some Zoom classes.
I can't move on from that. My mind is like.
I'm not even going to tell you privately. I'm going to say so I get your real reaction on the podcast.
I think what could have possibly happened. Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is a reason for you guys to come back. In like maybe two or three
enjoy it.
Two or three episodes time.
Okay. Enjoy it.
Anyway, I'll try and just
did lots of Zoom classes. Launched my Facebook page on the 4th of January 21. Which is why I've just been putting on my socials about it being Zen Baby's birthday.
Yeah.
And then obviously you came along just after the October, didn't you? So by then I'd been doing classes from the April because we weren't allowed face-to-face until the April of that year. And I
love the name Zen Babies, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Well, I wanted to call it.
What? What? You wanted to call it what?
There's too much laughing.
It's gone very hot in here again.
Well,
let's turn that radiator down. Oh my god, I've got thermals under my jeans.
You've got thermals on
under my jeans.
The temperature's above freezing. I'm back into my thin layers, and that is it.
This house. Anyone who's been in the house who's listening knows how cold it is in here. My sister's gonna be like, "Yeah, but I'd have thermals on in there as well." Okay. Anyway, but yeah. Because I'm cold all day until you arrive, and then we start cackling. We get too excited, and I'm sweating. What were we up to?
I wanted to call it just Stretchy Babies.
Okay.
I can tell by your face you thought that was a terrible idea.
Who said no, don't do that? Did you say?
I was like, oh, the yoga, it's like stretchy and it's fun and it's cute.
I mean, yeah.
And my brother was like,
who wants a stretchy baby?
Stupid. And he was then firing messages back to me.
So for siblings just reining us in.
I think he must have just like Googled something, which I probably should have done, and then just sent loads back. And Zen Babies was the only one that stuck. And then I remembered that when I was in hospital about to have Tristan, I always seem to have a nice long stay before I have my babies in hospital.
That's a break from the other children.
Well, yes, you get fed.
Yeah, you don't have to do any cooking, any cleaning. Who wouldn't want to be
sit in a small room with 4 walls and a window looking over leaves? What more could you want?
Sat in silence, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, every time this consultant, surgeon, one of the really important ladies that would have performed the cesarean, every time she came in, she'd say, oh, it's lovely in here. I'd always have the window open. It'd be like freezing. The rest of the hospital was boiling because I was always boiling. So I always kept it nice and cold.
Especially when you're pregnant.
And germs fester in warm areas. So I had my window open all the time.
Yeah, good.
And then she came in one day and she went, you're always so zen. I was like, thank you. I was literally sitting cross-legged on the bed, straight back, just looking out the window over. So it kind of connects. And then other people, like there's a mum on the school run says, oh, you always look really together. And I'm like, oh, I'm not. Don't think that that's me saying I'm together. But I thought, I wonder if I just put that out there sometimes. I wonder if that's how I'm perceed. And so it just seemed to fit. And then I have it on my top. I'm just going to show.
Really good, like.
It says Zen Babies. I don't think you can see that, actually. It's all over the back as well. So when walking around Asda.
For anyone who's not got a video on, Francesca is trying to rotate
lean over the back of this
without moving the microphone out of position. It's not going well.
Got my big Zen babies, like the little olive flower in a circle. I think circles
like
are lovely.
Like an olive wreath.
Yes, I like it very much. So I had the time to sort of choose all of that, slowly buy the equipment, and then hit the ground running in that April when we were allowed face-to-face with baby massage and baby yoga. Gosh, since then it's changed. It's really changed since then. What have I done? I added baby reflexology in 2023. That was nice. And that's the one that I add in with the massage on my parent and baby wellbeing.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So it's a bit of both. I do run it as a separate course, but I've put it together at the moment. That's been really popular. Toddler yoga, that's energetic.
Well, anything with toddlers is energetic, isn't it?
So you do, say, for example, the book Dear Zoo.
Oh, yeah.
So I wrote to the zoo to get me a pet. They sent me so we do a pose for giraffe, we do a pose for elephant, and then there's a frog, isn't there? So you get down into that yogi squat.
Oh, yeah.
So straight down, knees out, hands down in the middle, and then frog
kids
jump.
can just do sat watching telly, and
totally.
parents are like, how are you sitting like that?
And then you bounce around, don't you? So once you've done that a few times, don't need to come and do any squats with you.
No.
That's quite energetic. No, it's really good fun, actually. And seeing them they're natural yogis though, babies and toddlers.
Yeah.
They're natural yogis, so.
When I was doing some yoga yesterday morning, and Elodie was like, Mummy, what are you doing? She was watching, I don't know what she was watching. So Batman, I think Liam had put on telly. She was watching something on telly. And I was like, I'm just doing some stretching. Do you want to join in with Mummy? She went, no, thank you, Mummy. And just carried on watching telly. I thought, I wish I was just sat there watching telly instead. I don't want to do this yoga. Then I was in one of the poses that I couldn't do because my lower back was killing so much. I thought, actually, if she came and jumped on me or tried to
pushed you down,
help, I'd have been crippled.
No,
I'd have been like, ah. So it's probably for the best that she stayed on the sofa.
If I ever try do it with everyone at home, I'll just get climbed on.
Yeah.
The minute you get down on all fours or try and lie down at home, you just get climbed on.
Yeah. Elodie's thing at the moment is that we play horses.
Yeah.
So, but she treats...
kicks you.
She doesn't know that people do that to make horses go yet.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. Oh, my God. Yeah, let's not mention that to her. But she'll be like, horsey, sit.
Oh.
And then I have to sit down.
She's dog training with the horse.
Yeah, she literally dog trains with me. And then then when I've sat, she'll go, good horsey, good sit, and scratch my head on my ears, because obviously she's seen us with the dog.
That's adorable.
And then she'll be like, go horsey, walk, and then I'll obviously with her on my back, most of our floors are hardwood.
Yeah.
So it's really lovely on my knees. I think when summer hits and I haven't got 3 pairs of trousers on because it's so cold, I'm gonna have to get knee pads or something
for your times when you're a horse. That might be another podcast.
Oh God, it could be a completely different topic entirely, couldn't it? Oh God. So yeah, that's really fun. But yeah, toddlers just love to do anything like that involves putting you through pain.
Yeah.
I just love how much Zen Babies has evolved. I think it's so interesting. What do you think you're going to be doing more of this year?
Oh, it's exciting. Thank you. I think it's really exciting. And I have started, just towards the end of last year, I started to get together with other people. So the Little Biscuit Pottery Painting Studio, she came and we did a one-off session together called Massage and Memories.
Oh, that's so nice.
So because it was coming up to Christmas, we did this in middle of November. There was a flat bauble for your tree, handprint on there, and then she'd put name, date of birth, or paint some little tree lights on or something like that.
The great gift for grandparents.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I did a mini massage session. Nice. And that was a 2-hour session. We did a few nibbles and drinks.
I definitely would have booked onto that when I had
it was so cute. Yeah. It was really popular.
I didn't so up my street.
Yeah. we had a few bookings, and then all of a sudden in that last week it sold out in a morning.
Oh my god!
I kept updating the Facebook page.
Do you reckon as well, like, people probably started telling their friends, like, I'm doing this?
Yeah, definitely, because quite a few people that I'd already met from other courses or other classes, she's doing this, we're going to go and get that bauble, and then come with a group of friends, and then obviously people that come haven't met me or done any of the courses before, sort of like try it out on one of the specials.
Yeah.
See
like
the place, because we do it at the venue where I've just been this morning in Morley, and just give it a go. And one of the babies that I've had this morning actually came onto that, so that was quite nice for Dave to book on, come today for the course. I've done another one as well with a lady that sells Tropic.
Oh yeah.
She also sort of does facials, dermaplaning and stuff like that. We didn't do that in this session, obviously.
Imagine.
Yeah, can you imagine? But we did a session at the end of last year as well, and it was again 2 hours. I did a massage with the babies, and then she went through all her skincare. Everybody had a bowl of warm water, flannels, and all the products, so you could basically give yourself a little facial. But she didn't just say, right, wipe this off, put your toner on.
Yeah.
It was all ways to massage the face properly, and
like
this product we're doing. Yes, we're doing this here, and then she'd have it where you would
stretch
lift
them wrinkles.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
pull them wrinkles back into your
sort
scalp.
of like this fingertip thingy on the eyebrows, like lifting it up, and then putting the hands like on the side next to the nose, and then sweeping across. But then when the cheekbone is, sort of cutting under that and drawing like a smile.
Do you still do this now?
No.
It sounds really nice.
She did, and she provided a handout for the face massage, because it takes you down to the lymph nodes, which are back here, and how to like massage. So that was actually really interesting.
Sorry, I felt so rejuvenated after that. That's really nice.
The feedback was amazing from that, so I really want to do little collabs again with people and keep that going, because it's really special. It's a nice way to get people to meet me and my business if they haven't tried it. It's a lovely way to welcome familiar faces to something different and new, and for friendship groups to come in, or just to go and meet somebody that you can go out for coffee with as a mum. Lots of mums say, it's really lonely.
Yeah, it can be really lonely time. And it's a nice way for them to learn about different local businesses, because obviously, like, the pottery, the pottery. I'm going to do that. Maybe they've got older children, they want to take them to do the pottery class, or maybe they want to go with their girlfriends or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. And they find out about the dance school, because the venue is at a dance school that mine go to as well. So it's all, it sort of starts to pull in that community, doesn't it, and being part of the community.
Do you think you do like repeats, like especially with the pottery? Would you do, I don't know, like an Easter one or?
Yeah, we've got a Mother's Day one coming up.
Have you? Nice. Yeah.
It's not on the system yet, but I'm working on that now, just getting everything sorted for that. And I want to do another one with the.
You could do a toddler one as well.
Tropic lady.
You could do your toddler yoga.
Yeah. What do we paint?
I suppose, because I guess when you do the baby one, you just do the print, the hand or footprint, and then they just be babies.
Well, yeah, it only takes a second if they're upset about it.
I mean, the toddlers are then probably going to be like, I want to paint it now. And you're like, no, you're not ruining my lovely print that I just did.
Yeah, exactly. Be everywhere.
Unless they actually painted I don't know, like did a little Easter plate or something.
There are little things, and I'm going to get the day wrong, so I'm not going to say days, but the
paint a duck or
Little Biscuit does tots and pots.
Oh, okay.
Need to look on the Facebook page or the website. So as soon as you think they're sitting in a chair and can hold a paintbrush, up until they start school, I think. So like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head when it is, but have a look on a Little Biscuit Pottery Painting Studio Facebook page or website.
Yeah.
Tots for pots, and you get something little that they can take away with that day, and there's a book and juice and
this
stuff.
To you earlier, didn't I? Like, I do get concerned that if I take Elodie to anything like this, it's just going to turn brown. The whole thing will just be brown.
Yeah. Oh, this colour, slap, 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 pop that colour on.
Actually, yesterday, when she was painting with a friend, she did she wanted to paint the sunrise.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, she's obsessed with looking at the sunrise.
Yeah.
When the sky's
Mine are
pink.
actually, yeah.
She loves it.
Minnie always notices when the sky's different colours.
Yeah, and To be fair to her, it's not brown, it's not grey, and there was a lot of colour on there. So maybe she's
very orange.
It's like, well, she started it all blue at first, and I was like, Elodie, you told me you want to paint the sunrise. She was like, yeah, that's my sky. I was like, right, fair. Okay, I'll shut up. Right, I'm gonna go back to washing the pot. See you later. You just leave me be with my artistic flair, and I'll sort
it's artistic license, isn't it?
And it is really. And I actually said to Liam, I love how she's done like big kind of displays of colour everywhere. And I said I actually want to frame it because it's really like it's quite cool. It's quite cool. I don't frame much. I like a lot goes in the bin.
Oh yeah.
A lot is also just a brown mush. So when she starts doing handprints and then just starts kind of like,
and then there's too many.
Yeah, or she starts just stirring it all with a hand. That's really nice.
Yeah. Squidge splash. They like to splash in it, and it all oozes everywhere. But it's not like that when Alison comes.
No. I imagine it's much more controlled environment. But it's probably why it's better with babies and toddlers.
Yeah, it is.
Because
it's got a really cool way actually of getting a handprint. Footprints are easy. You just sort of do it. And if the toes are curled up, press the heel of the foot down and it'll whoop, and then you can do that. But the hands, she puts the paint on a little piece of laminated paper.
Oh, right.
Squidges the hand onto that, puts that then on the pottery.
Yeah.
And then slides out the piece of laminate and it leaves the fingers there, and then you're pressing and lifting it off straight away. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they ain't got a chance to curl the fingers back in.
Yeah, you would never be able to do a handprint otherwise.
That's good.
And there'd be too many fingerprints of yours as well, because once they touched you with the paint, so it's a really good way of doing it. So yeah, I want to do more of those. Something with you?
Yeah.
That's nearly on the system as well. Isn't that exciting?
I feel like that's really soon.
I'm really looking forward to that because I think that
you'll be nearly on one event a month.
Oh yeah, get me.
Because ours is. Can you say what month it is?
Do you wanna?
Yeah, go on.
4th of February. I've got one on the 4th of March as well.
Yeah. Oh, you got to milk for now.
I am now. Oh my gosh, the pressure's on for May. So
what about April? We're not doing April.
No, we're not. We're not doing April. That was a mistake. I actually lost the months of the year, but April is really tricky because the Easter holidays are always 2 weeks.
Is it first 2 weeks of April this year?
Yes, but so Leeds set the school Easter holidays to the first 2 weeks of April, no matter when Easter lands.
Really?
Yes, but that's really good for booking holidays because you can book a holiday for next year knowing that it's those 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
However, I've had a look at the website. Now, the first week of April actually starts on the 30th of March. So I think it's the 4th of April is that Friday. So the break up on that Friday.
Okay.
So actually, that's the first week of April, but it's the next and the next that we're off.
Late, isn't it?
But then when they go back to school, they've still got the bank holiday, so they get the 2 weeks off and then the shorter weeks this time.
For parents, isn't it?
Well, it suits me.
It's fine for you.
Yeah, it's fine for us.
Yeah.
Another reason for creating Zen Babies, to be perfectly honest.
Another reason to be self-employed.
What am I going to do? I want to have children, and how else am I going to work this? And that was definitely a huge part in not going and getting what I keep calling a proper job. This is a proper job. I do have qualifications, but
I was like, quote unquote
proper job. That was a huge factor in how else am I going to do it. So when that happens, it doesn't matter.
It's really interesting because my mum was always self-employed when we were growing up,
right?
And I didn't really didn't think anything of it at the time.
Just your normal.
It was just like what she did. So when I was a baby, she became a childminder.
Perfect.
Kind of almost accidentally. Jack, who was mentioned in the previous podcast.
Yes.
His mum was going back to work, and I think my mum basically joked, or one of them joked about because my mum was still off with me. It was like, oh, you could just have Jack, and then
it turned into a business.
Like, oh, I'll have him, and then she was like, well, I'll pay you if you're gonna have him.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of turned into her then becoming a childminder, which is how me and Jack then grew up together.
Yeah.
So I never thought anything of it. And then when my mum had my sister, she was then a driving instructor, also self-employed. So I'd gone to school at this point.
But she could do her classes in that school time if she needed to.
She'd do school time, and then a couple of evenings a week she'd do. Through summer she'd do when my dad had got back from work. like, for people who work, like, 9 till 5, she would do, like, a lesson at, like, 6 or whatever.
Yeah, because your dad was home
Not
by
every
then.
night, but yeah, because my dad was
perfect.
back. And again, like, I didn't think anything of it at the time. In fact, I probably thought it was a bit of a ball. Like, I probably thought, why aren't you working in an office like Dad? And now I know. Now I know.
Why don't you work in an office like Dad? Because what do you do for
yeah.
like the what is it, 13 weeks of the year that we'd have to find full childcare? You joking? So when school shuts and it's training day and happen to have a class, they come with me because it's that type of job.
Yeah.
They can just sit on the side with a snack and a device.
Yeah.
It's only for an hour or two.
Yeah.
And
they're used to it. It's not weird for them. That's what they do.
Yeah, totally.
Like, Ellie likes coming to the gym with me.
Yeah.
Or if I've got a client, she just, I don't know, it's just not weird for her.
Exactly. It's normal.
If I needed her to, I have had her off poorly recently, actually. She just sat in here watching Tarzan on a tablet while I was next door.
Yeah.
In the gym, and she was fine.
Yeah,
It's just not got to. It's not strange.
No. But if we got a normal job and worked in an office,
proper job,
we do. Childcare, I mean, the people that do it, and
so many people do it.
Yeah, and it's really difficult. And I think because I haven't tried that, I've done that, but I didn't have kids.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing it.
No, I prefer it this way. It's hard because you've got the
pressure challenges, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely different challenges. But that was one of the deciding factors because I didn't see any other way through it. Yeah, totally.
Especially with 3.
I work it around the school holidays. It's always in school day because people don't want baby classes before or after that time anyway.
No. Not everyone's on maternity leave. And then people don't, like, a lot of people, obviously you've got the people who have the first baby or potentially their only baby.
Yeah.
And then you've got a lot who, obviously, it's their second or their third baby. Yeah. So they'll do the school
got to be
run
doing
or whatever,
pickups and drop-offs.
And then they're on maternity leave, and then they'll come to your class, and then
they'll have their other
holidays. They've got their other kids, so they're not going to be coming to the class. So you don't do classes at that time anyway.
Exactly. Bringing back to why April's so awkward.
Right, yeah, back to April. I mean, this is civilian podcast material. Why is April awkward for Francesca?
Let's call it that. Awkward April.
Awkward April.
Brilliant for being able to plan your school, any holidays or trips, because you know it's going to be those weeks in Leeds, but always check it because I've found out that this year it's slightly different. But then because we've got the school holidays and then the bank holidays after, that has a real knock-on effect of when I can run my classes, because of course I have a Monday class and the Fridays. God. So it makes it rightness.
So is April just off this year?
Pretty much. It pretty much is every year. Well,
maybe you could do a special in it. April.
Yes.
Maybe you could do an Easter.
Exactly.
Special.
So all of that's being planned at the moment. I didn't know if anybody saw on my socials. I put that little dripping coffee thing on because I was literally trying to plan this and go through all the dates and write out my plan from like now to Easter, and then I'll start my Easter to July plan of...
Where did you go for a coffee?
The picture that I took and put on there was at Bianco Lounge at White Rose.
Oh, I do like it in there. I like working in there. Yeah. It's never that busy either.
Have you tried that aubergine flatbread?
No.
It's really nice.
Is it? Is it very aubergine though? I'm not a big aubergine.
No.
Is it like babaganoush? Is it like babaganoush?
I'm sure we've had a drink today.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
We need to do a grab a wine episode.
Grab a wine. Babaganoush. Is it like
no
babaganoush?
idea.
Is it like a aubergine spread, or is it actual
No, there's
aubergine?
pieces, but they're not like, the skin doesn't stain your teeth.
I don't know.
It's really nice.
It's a texture thing for aubergine with me.
Oh, it's lovely.
Is it slimy?
I don't think so. Maybe I just liked it, so I ate it and didn't really.
Yeah, because if
if it's something you don't mind, you don't know, and I'll say no, it's not slimy, and you'll think,
yeah.
Same as when something's spicy, like last night eating tea. My husband was like, "Oh, what's in this to make it so spicy?" And I did an inward eye roll.
Oh God, what was it? What did you make? What did you
flipping heck? I only put together
some spag balls or something.
I mean, he's actually going to know because he listens. I put some chili flakes in.
So you did put something spicy.
Tiny. I mean, gosh, it was barely noticeable.
What was it?
It was basically one of those meals where you haven't got an actual meal, so I threw loads of stuff together. So we have some pretend chicken, because we don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Pretend chicken breasts, which actually, first time we tried this particular one, they were very nice.
Where were they from? Would you recommend to any veggies listening?
Yeah, better in a sauce.
I
Like
feel like
most of the veggie
all
stuff is.
meat replacement is better in a sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're Sainsbury's.
Oh, nice.
I found them when I was looking for my no turkey at Christmas.
No turkey. What did you have for Christmas Day?
No turkey.
Did it look like a turkey?
Oh, that's the worst bit. So one of the
does
reasons,
it?
right? Okay, so I don't like the taste. Genuinely don't like the
Why
taste
don't
of
you
meat.
do like nut roast instead?
Right? Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. There's a reason why I don't like that. So, don't like the taste. My eldest in 2020 said,
"This is the turkey.
This is the no turkey.
No turkey.
So meat. Don't like the taste.
No, right,
I accidentally ate a real chicken nugget and it did not taste how chicken used to taste. It tasted disgusting. So anyway.
When was that?
6 months after I'd gone veggie.
Oh, right.
And I accidentally ate a real one. I was like, oh, this is a bit... what's this?
How did you accidentally eat a real one?
Because my friend made some corn chicken nuggets and some chicken nuggets.
Okay, fine.
And there was like, the ones that left on the plate and you just eat
like,
one.
Yeah.
Like
and
an
then
idiot.
You're like, lesson learned, don't pick off kids' plates because you don't know what you're picking at.
Yeah, because my little two aren't veggie. We've just let them decide they eat what they want when we go out and at school. But obviously at home, I'm not cooking it. So I don't like the smell. I don't like the look of it. And I don't like... Birds is my thing. I don't...
What?
I don't like birds. They make me go really funny.
Or just food.
You can feel it now at my back because I've pictured it. And it's really, really weird, right? I didn't expect
food or just in general you don't like birds?
Well, this is part of the problem. If they're dead, I can't bear them. I can't walk past them. I can't, one died on my garden path and I had to stay in till Mark came and moved it.
I would do the same.
So
the dog
think
found
of the
mouse.
shape.
Mice
are fine.
I came downstairs with a dead mouse the other day that was in the dog bed with Elodie for breakfast.
Oh, sitting there with my new friend.
Oh, to get field mice in,
that'd be fine. Mouse,
no,
rat.
It was literally like
stop. Did it have its intestines hanging out?
No. I think. No, she'd not savaged it. I genuinely think what had happened was, this is so much information for listeners.
Wrong time to take a drink of coffee.
There was poo droppings all around the perimeter of the kitchen. I think she'd been chasing it. I think she'd been trying to play. So this is a cockapoo puppy.
It died of a heart attack then,
I think it basically, or she tried to grab it, and she was pawed at it, and it probably died of a heart attack, or she's just squashed it a little bit because it wasn't. She's not tried to eat it or anything.
Yeah,
but,
she was playing with it.
God, I really died. I honestly, I couldn't look at it. I was like, I had to ring Liam. No, I couldn't leave the room because I was like, I can't leave. I'm trying to think where the dog was actually. Did I get her back out of the kitchen, or was she just in the kitchen walking around this dead mouse? I can't remember. It's all a really stressful blur.
I can tell it was really stressful for you because as you're relaying it, your hands have come up to your head, your eyes are wider, and you were like, the mouse. It's like, I can tell it was really stressful.
Well, then Elodie was like, oh, there's a mouse. Mummy, I want to see the mouse. I'm like, no. Then I had to, I'd had a conversation with my friends last week about explaining to children about death.
There's your moment.
Yeah, and I thought, no one in our family is due to die. I hope anytime soon. Hopefully. I was like, right, yeah, and I was like, oh, the cats and the dog are quite young, it's fine. And then there was this dead mouse, and then she was like, what do you mean? It's died? And I thought, here's my moment. Here's my parenting challenge. So I said its body stopped working, and it can't live in its body anymore. It stopped working, and she went, okay. I was like, Daddy's it's broken. Daddy's gonna put it in the bin. She was like, okay, Mummy,
bin.
Can I have my Weetabix now, please?
Right, you're going to forget about that, and somebody, a person, is going to pass away, and Elodie's going to go, so they're going in the bin now then?
Oh, God. She'll be trying to shovel one of the cats into the bin, won't she? She's putting Reggie in the bin, Mummy. Body's broken.
So,
anyway,
when I don't like the look of a dead bird, and I open my no turkey and it's been moulded into the shape of a dead bird, even the stuffing has been moulded to little legs on the side. I'm like, get it in the oven.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Why does it? If you don't want to eat it, you don't want to make it look like you're pretending to eat it.
That's what I don't get about vegetarian meat.
That's weird.
I've never been able to grasp that about vegetarian meat.
Why would I want to eat a burger that's tastes like beef when I don't like beef.
I suppose some veggies do still like the taste of meat.
Maybe.
I think it's more of like an ethical thing.
Maybe.
But looking like
a dead bird. No,
a dead bird, or
it.
like looking like even like a sausage. Like a lot of veggies are really again, like it starts with pork a lot of times,
yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So to then like eat a pretend sausage, it's a bit.
I know. So there is that problem. Nut roasts. They bung them full of mushrooms. Disgusting.
My grandma's friend once made me a nut roast. She's a vegetarian. She lived like in the village next to the town that I went to uni at. So she always used to say, "You can come for dinner whenever you want." And obviously, being a student, I was like, "Okay,
yeah, damn right." I've had cereal 3 days in a row.
Like a 10-minute train. I get the train. Yeah, get the train. I think I like stopped overnight a couple of times. Got the train to her house, which was veggie, and I was like, "Oh well, it's free food. It's fine. You'll manage.
yeah.
You'll survive, Alice." Although being a vegetarian as a student probably would have been a lot more cost effective. But anyway, and she made a nut roast. I'd never had one before, and it was like the best thing I'd ever eaten. It was so good. But I think she'd done the mushrooms like so finely chopped. It just all like molded in like together, like not molded, melded in together. It was just like a crunchy. It was just nice. It was like a crunchy, sticky texture.
Maybe I need to
the mushrooms
get better in the kitchen and make something, because we just
I
keep buying different brands.
It felt quite easy. She just like got like all, kind of rough chopped nuts, chopped the mushrooms.
It all together.
Must have been some moisture in there. I don't know what. Maybe some like water and some flour. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. And then obviously wrapped it in pastry and put it in the oven.
Brilliant.
It was really good. Maybe you should give nut roast another go, because I hate mushrooms. I really. No.
It's like eating a slug.
It's for a veggie to not like mushrooms as well.
I've never liked mushrooms ever.
Yeah, because a lot of vegetarian options, sometimes it could just be like a mushroom.
That's why I'm quite limited sometimes.
What would you do in that scenario? Would you compromise and have like fish, or no?
Oh yeah, we eat fish. Daisy won't eat
fish,
okay. But me and Mark will eat fish.
Oh good, so at least if you're in a restaurant.
Will
Daisy eat mushrooms?
She did when she was little.
She's having like some chips. Chips and a side salad.
She's amazing, actually. She eats, and as a little one, always ate whatever I put in front of her.
That's good.
The firstborns are, though, aren't they? They sleep well, they behave, they eat, and then you have more children.
Yeah, Elodie was a really good eater until she got a hand, foot, and mouth just after her first birthday. I think I stand by this. Because I don't understand how a child can turn fussy over the course of like a month when they're like 1 year old. I think she had like PTSD from eating, because obviously her mouth hurt so much. Bless her, she had blisters inside and out. It was horrible. I ended up putting her back on formula because she was just drinking milk.
Yeah, you need that.
So I was like, it's kind of like a protein shake. Yes. It's like a Huel like meal replacement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I thought at least it's got something in it.
Yeah.
And then when she started having food again, we were giving her just like really soft food. So then she became a really like lazy eater and only wanted like porridge or Weetabix or yogurt. And it's, as a PT, it's very difficult having a child that won't eat fruit and veg. It breaks my heart.
It might come back round this time yet.
She asked me for peas and sweet corn yesterday. And she didn't eat it. I think she might have had one sweet corn coated in mayonnaise. But I was like, you know what? I've not been pressuring her because I'm like, I don't want to... Because she's not that fussy with everything else. It's just fruit and veg. Well, she'll have like a smoothie, and she had 2 bananas the other night. I know she's really hungry. She'll have a banana. I'll test her.
Eat an entire banana?
She had 2 before bed.
Wow.
She was like, "Mummy, I'm hungry." I was like, "We can have a banana." She was like, "Okay." I thought, "Oh God."
Oh, she is hungry then. Yeah. That is the big test, isn't it?
Yeah. So she's getting there, but it's been like 2 years of like struggling. I mean, she'll eat everything of everything else. So like she'll eat all carbs. She likes rice. When we went to Sri Lanka, she was eating like fish curry and
brilliant.
She's fine with everything. It's just fruit and veg. I'll do like hidden sauce. I'll put it hidden in sauces and stuff. But my sister always takes piss and is like, "Oh, I can't believe your child doesn't like fruit and veg." And I'm like, "Stop it, just stop it." She's like, "I bet when you're pregnant, you thought, my child's going to be so nourished, so healthy, so fit and strong and active." And now look at her. She wants to watch Enchanted 4 times a day, won't eat any fruit or veg. Oh God, no! But she's getting back. I was like really pleased that she just asked for peas and sweet corn, and even though she didn't really eat many or any,
she's not freaked out that it's on a plate.
Yeah,
she's been happy for it.
Yeah, she'll have it on a plate. That's like the first step, isn't it? It's just annoying, like because she was fine.
I know.
But
they do
when,
go
like,
through different phases
like,
anyway.
Oh, she's not eating that. Oh, she don't like cucumber. I'm like,
shut
up! I'm sure you're so perfect. I'm sure your children never ate dirt either.
Oh, Daisy's eating cucumber off a floor out underneath a high chair in a play gym.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, my friend's baby, how old is she? Like 10, 11 months old, found a Smartie on the floor and the munchkins.
Brilliant. Oh,
I know, in the soft play.
Brilliant.
But she was like, what's that in your mouth? They're vegan as well. So she was like, what's that? And it was a Smartie. She got it out before she actually ate it, but yeah. Non-vegan chocolate, and it was off the floor at the soft play.
In the run-up to Christmas, they were doing lots of nice things. They do in primary school, don't they? You get to make different things. And, they all decorated a digestive biscuit.
What? Decorated a digestive biscuit?
That's not the story. I've
never heard that before.
Just decorate biscuits. So they had I think they had to put a marshmallow on it, and then the strawberry lace was like a scarf. They've done that. So Tristan was telling us all about.
How did they manage to do that without the child eating the biscuit? Did they just decorate it?
Well, they all came out like this, proud as punch, holding their hands out flat with the biscuit on it. Look what I've made! Brilliant, you're eating. No, I'm not touching that.
Oh God, yeah, well, there's sticky fingers on that biscuit.
And then they'll all get put to one side. You don't know who's.
Was it a chocky digestive? Or no?
Oh no! So. At bedtime, we're having our little chat. He's in his bed.
This is after this.
Yeah, so this is that day, and he's decorated his snowman's biscuits downstairs, half eaten. And they've got bunk beds, so we're all in on the conversation. And he said to me, "I found a strawberry lace on the floor." I said, "What, darling? At school?" Yeah. And at the same time, me and Minnie went, "Did you eat it?" Yeah.
Of course he did. How old's Tristan now?
6.
Oh God.
So this strawberry lace will have been stood on.
She
just turned 9, yeah.
She was like, ugh.
It was just so funny how we both went, "Did you eat it?"
At the same time. Probably both of you knowing full well what the answer was going to be.
Yeah. So he's
like,
eating this strawberry lace off the floor.
There's probably been manhandled by another child.
Stood on. Oh my gosh.
Manhandled and then squished into the floor.
We're building immune systems.
I bet he was buzzing as well. Yeah, Elodie's got a great immune system. I never used to wipe anything that she would drop as a baby. I never sanitised anything. Mainly for 2 reasons, really. First one, I didn't know that I was supposed to be doing that.
Oh, right.
I don't know, like, I just
wasn't bottles as a baby?
Well, I didn't sterilise the bottles because she was breastfed for like 6 or 7 months. And then
you were past it.
And you can, when anything so she would have breast milk from a bottle sometimes, but you don't have to sterilise for breast milk because it's like it's sterile. So pumps and stuff, this is a top tip.
Right.
Any breastfeeding mums listening, you don't have to sterilise anything breast milk related.
Right.
Which is great because it obviously saves a lot of time.
That's a lot of fiddly stuff.
A lot of faffing.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you do, I never did, and she's fine.
We are not health professionals. We are not trained, and we cannot give advice.
Please follow NHS guidelines. No. I definitely read that you don't have to do that. And then she was on to formula, and then by then I was like, oh, she's like 7, 8 months old now. Like, I've managed this long without sterilising bottles. I'm not going to start now. But even like if we were in, I'd be out in like a cafe and she'd drop like a teething ring or something on the floor, and I'd just pick it up and give it back to her.
Yeah.
And then I'd have friends who would be carrying around like packs of like Milton wipes, and I'd be like, oh, what are they?
Is this something I should be?
No one told me about these. Oh yeah, I'll just wipe the teether or the dummy if they drop it, and I'm like, what? But she sucks her fingers and then
touches them something. Exactly.
What is the point?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. What is? And you know what? She has probably she's been ill once this whole winter, like for a long weekend. Brilliant. Like she's got a solid.
Everyone's going to get
she's
that.
Like quote unquote. never.
And she goes to nursery,
never.
so she's exposed to a lot of
I just
germs.
think, yeah, but when she was a baby, I was terrible. I was such a bad mum. Please don't never report me.
And my mum said, "Why aren't you sterilising anymore?" I said, "She licks the dog's toys, Mum." I am not sterilising anything.
Would be like putting like the cat's toys in her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. And she's fine. The way she had was hand, foot, and mouth, but you can't. No amount
that could have come anyway.
would have stopped that from happening.
No, that would have come anyway.
But she's never like unseasonally poorly. Like she's very rarely like she's not like a snotty.
Yeah,
she's not. You know, one of them kids who's just got a constant. She's not a drippy child. Thank God.
Oh. And then you say, "Let me wipe your nose," and they go.
Oh no.
No, that's so gross.
So gross.
No, mine don't really tend to.
I bet you've got all snotty babies at the moment, haven't you?
But because it's mum and baby classes, I don't have to deal with the snotty babies.
That's true.
At swimming, it was always bad.
It's nice seeing them and knowing that, oh yeah, not me this time.
Sometimes I see them though, and they'll do a certain thing, like when you pick them up and the legs stay up, or they stretch their hands up, and I'm like, "Oh, I want a baby! I want a baby!"
What's the? Then you hear the chat about how little sleep they're having and.
But I've got 3, which means any more now means like the next car up, the next stage up of car.
No, you can't do
I've
that.
Already got bunk beds. No, it's and I'm too far.
My
over
mum
40.
used to say, "I don't get why people would have 4 because you've got to get a new car."
Yes,
I love how that's your logic. I mean,
that's exactly what mine is.
I only have one sibling, but yeah. It is like you've got to make a lot of changes.
It's actually really hard as a family of 5 to book holidays. We just have to use Airbnb now because you can't book a hotel for 5 people unless you go to like a one-off individual hotel that's really swanky and £600 a night.
Yeah. I suppose in a couple of years, like you could let Daisy have her own room or something.
Yeah, but then I'm paying for an extra room.
Yeah. Can you not get like a joining family room?
Maybe. But so like when we did our big Spain holiday. That was a sofa bed, a room with bunk beds, and a room with a double bed.
Airbnb's so good.
But then poor Daisy ends up on the sofa, doesn't she? And it was, oh my gosh, it was musical beds every night. It was ridiculous. I'd
rather be on the sofa bed than a bunk bed.
Yeah, but
I hate because no one wants to be on the top bunk, and then if you're on the bottom, you've got top rattling above you.
Yeah.
I'd rather be on the sofa bed on my own. See you later, guys.
It was all moving around, but that's holidays for you.
Yeah, that's the joy of it.
Yeah, so Airbnbs are already used quite widely rather than hotels and stuff. But and then the places that go to in France, I just get 3-bedroom accommodation, so it's fine.
Do you do Eurocamp when you go?
We have done a Eurocamp.
I remember Eurocamp. I found that word really hard to say. I wouldn't come out my mouth very well. I don't know why.
So Eurocamp have got Canvas holidays.
Flashbacks to the story.
I'm saving that for another podcast.
I love how we've come back to holidays twice, which means we're obviously both like, it's time to book a holiday.
It sure is. Well, we've put our deposit down, but there's a reason for that. So that'll be all that'll become clear.
We'll have to end this podcast before you tell us this story.
I know, because we're basically just chatting. Anything else you want to know about Zen Babies before we go?
Oh, gosh. Thank you for listening. Grab a coffee.
Just ends with us laughing.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.